everyone, my name is HM3 Moulton, and today via Elite 360 I'm going to be discussing the Meritorious Advancement Program. Some of the topics we're going to be covering today are map history, map basics, and eligibility, as well as the resources that I used to make this presentation, as well as resources you can use as well. MAP was established in 2015 as one of the Navy's talent management initiatives, and it grants authority to the COs of commands awarded MAP quotas to advance and reward eligible personnel in pay grades E3, E4, and E5 to the next higher pay grade who display outstanding performance. It's also important to highlight the fact that the program is intended to function in conjunction with and not replace the Navy's established advancement system. Meritorious advancement is open to all active duty and full-time support personnel. However, there are certain conditions that they have to meet in order to be eligible. They must be permanently assigned or temporarily assigned a minimum of 30 consecutive days to the command certifying the meritorious advancement. They can also only be meritoriously advanced one pay grade and once per calendar year MAP season. For example, a sailor meritoriously advanced in Season 1 cannot be meritoriously advanced in Season 2. Also, they must meet all advancement requirements for the next higher pay grade, which can include things such as time and rate requirements and meeting health and physical readiness requirements as well. Sailors in a FROC status are not eligible for advancement to the next higher pay grade until effectively advanced. For example, a FROC E5 cannot be meritoriously advanced to E6. COs are authorized and encouraged to map FROC sailors who were selected for advancement from the previous Navy-wide advancement exam, provided they have not reached their effective pay date. For example, a FROC E5 can be meritoriously advanced immediately to E5 rather than waiting the 6 months for advancement. Please refer to the profile sheet of the member for their effective pay date. PAC sailors must meet additional requirements for MAP eligibility in accordance with the following. They must serve a minimum time on board of 12 months at their permanent station. They must have an approved designation quota in Seaway either through rating entry designation or Navy-wide advancement exam, and PAC sailors who are approved for designation into an A school required rating are not eligible for MAP advancement. Quotas are also formulated and distributed by pay grade, and as such, E6 and E5 quotas can only be used at the pay grade provided and cannot be substituted for a lower pay grade. For example, an E6 quota cannot be authorized to be used for an E4. E4 quotas can, however, be used to meritoriously advance a sailor at a lower pay grade. For example, E4 quotas can be used to map E1 sailors to E2, E2 sailors to E3, and so on. The effective date of advancement is based on the effective date entered into NCIPS or the effective date of the MAP certification letter if using the offline process. It's highly encouraged that you always verify via your ETJ your effective time and rate. Always be vigilant of MAP nav admins. MAP accounted for approximately 20% of total advancements in calendar year 20, with roughly half of the available quotas allocated for each season, and the fall MAP season was reduced from 60 to 45 days. Some of the resources used for this presentation include Chapter 10 of the Navy Advancement Manual, NavAdmin 005/20, and the 2020 Meritorious Advancement Program MAP Season 1 info sheet. Thank you all so much for listening to this presentation. I hope that not only was it informative, but you gained something from it as well. This was also just a very brief overview of the program. Be sure to utilize the resources listed in this presentation as well as ones located through My Navy Portal and Navy Personnel Command to further educate yourself about the program. Please also stay tuned because in the next episode, I had the opportunity to sit down with HM1 Moore, who was the only second class to get MAP during his spring season cycle of meritorious advancement. And I had a chance to ask him some questions about what makes people competitive for MAP, things that you should do if you're feeling burnt out, and also dealing with pushback and buy-in from your peers. Thank you all again, and until next time.